Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. Today we are going to keep it simple, but we're going to do a beginner's guide to all those seeds that you just purchased. Let's get after it. Here we go. The day came, you ordered your seeds, just like I had laid out in the last video. They arrived at your doorstep or in your mailbox. Now you have them in your possession, and now you're thinking, well, what do I do now? Right? Can I just throw them in the ground? Do I have to do something crazy with them? Or any of that type of stuff. So today, we're going to talk about understanding what's on the back of your seed packets and the directions that go along with your seeds. What I do is I categorize our seeds into two categories. Ones that can be direct sown, meaning after the danger of all frost, or maybe prior to that last frost date, they can go directly into your garden. And the other ones are the ones that need a little bit more TLC, and those are the ones that you need to start indoors. This is all dependent on your growing zone or where you are or what your climate is. A lot of these, if you are in the South, say Southern California, Arizona, Texas, Florida, all those that are in zones, 8, 9, 10, 11, up and plus, you can probably direct sow a lot of your stuff because you really don't have a huge danger of frost. Where I am in zone 5. We are still in the middle of our winter, although we've had a roller coaster of temperatures over the last couple weeks. It was literally 65, almost 70 degrees here. And literally the next day, 12 hours later, we had 2 inches of snow on the ground and almost zero wind chills. So that's been fun here in the Midwest and specifically in Wisconsin. So what I'm going to show you is 3 different seed types or 3 different instructions on your seed packets. So you'll kind of get a glimpse of what I'm growing here in 2024, and I'll kind of explain what we do with each one. So the 3 that I'm going to walk you through are a cold season crop, so lettuce, specifically black seeded Simpson, a normal, like as soon as you can work the ground type crop, and this is the first time I'm ever going to be growing it, is popcorn. And then one that we need to start indoors is our tomatoes, specifically our Amish Gold Slicers. These are phenomenal if you're looking for a great slicing tomato. It's kind of like that mix between both. You can do it as for canning, for salsas and sauces, but also as something that you want to eat right off the vine. All right, we are going to be looking specifically at the back. So as you can see on here, this is a 45-day to harvest crop. It's relatively fast. Lettuce is one of the simplest crops or seeds or plants that you can grow as a beginning gardener. It is a cool or cold weather crop. And what I mean by that is you can actually get this in the ground still with the danger of frost in your area. Usually 1 to 2, sometimes 3 weeks prior to your last frost date, because this stuff thrives in that cool weather. It still sprouts, it still germinates, okay? So this is something that you can plant prior to your last frost date if you're super eager to get into that garden. Moving on, our next one is popcorn. So something that you have to wait until, the danger of frost is gone, the soil temperatures are warming up, and you can get into the ground and start working everything up. So specifically, we're looking at everything right here, okay? Direct sow, what you can do after all danger of frost. Germination is 7 to 14 days, a soil temp of 50 to 65 degrees, 55 to 65 degrees. Depth, 3/4 to 1 inch, and then any special notes that you have there. And then on here, you'll also see planting out, okay? Full sun, fertile, moist, well-drained soil, spacing 6 inches apart with rows 24 to 36, okay? Everything that you need to know is always on your seed packets, okay? So if it's gonna say, hey, you don't have to, you can wait until, you can work your soil, this is something that you can wait until you can get in your garden. You've gone through all your seed packets, and then you stumble upon one that is like this. Kind of the same information as the popcorn. It says seed starting. and it says 5 to 7 weeks prior to your last frost. That's where the alarm bells and question marks should start going off. Well, what do you mean I can't just direct sow this? These need special attention. They need a head start. Okay, they need to be started indoors. That's why it says start them 5 to 7 weeks prior to your last frost. These would be the plants that include your nightshade family, so peppers, tomatoes, eggplants, your brassicas, so cauliflower, broccoli, as well as any of your flowers. Okay, so they need to be started in a sterile environment, a warmer environment to help germinate those seeds. Okay, so this is why when you look at your seed packets, and it's very important when you get them in the mail, you start looking through, okay, this one says 5 to 7 weeks. Usually what I do is I pick something a little bit towards that lower number, so 4 to 5, sometimes 6 weeks, and I start putting reminders in my phone because life is lumpy, life gets busy, and sometimes you forget. So if you have those reminders in there, kind of the week prior or maybe a couple days prior to, you say, hey, it's time to start our seeds indoors. To sum this whole video up, what I recommend doing is getting all of your seeds out, spread them all out, either on the floor, on a table, and really read through the back of your seed packets. Find out which ones and how you want to categorize them. If you want to do what I do, cool season crops prior to your last frost, wait till you have to direct sow or danger of last frost, and then ones that you need to start indoors. Once you've accomplished that, that helps with the planning process. So it kind of weeds out or takes away that big bulk. You may have 30, 40, 50 seed packets, and it may seem daunting, but now what you're looking at is, okay, in 4 to 5 weeks from now, I can start these indoors, and that may be only 10 or 15 different plants. And then once the danger of last frost is gone, I can start other ones, or I can start my cool season crops in between there, direct sow that way. This is all just to help you kind of prepare and get ready for this upcoming season and just kind of simplify everything. Because I'm all about making everything simple. Don't overcomplicate it, because that's when you're gonna get burnt out and you're not gonna wanna do this. So if you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. If you thought this was an informational and insightful video, please like and share it with a friend or a gardening friend or somebody who could use this information, or maybe it's just somebody who's starting out. Always worth the share. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I said before, and we will see you all next time.